We officially have the announcement for the perk that is going to be showing up on Mauer der Toten. By seeing the title and also the thumbnail, it is Mule Kick. Now, this is probably a surprise to a lot of people because the whole zombie community, including me, were expecting to see double tap. The main reason we expected double tap was because of the different health cap in the game. All of a sudden that came out with Season 3 Reloaded, and it just seemed like a perfect perk to come out since we already have leaks that are becoming more and more true with the more perks that we see coming out. And don't worry, double tap is still going to be coming out. But in today's video, I want to cover possible upgrades. Now, first thing I need to notify you with is these aren't official. This is just me making a fun video, sharing with you guys my opinions on this perk, how I feel about it, what the possible upgrades are, and things like that. Soon, we're probably gonna get a blog post closer to the release of the map with the official upgrades and how the perk will behave in the game. But also I want you to comment down below your opinions about these possible 5 upgrades, how it's going to behave, and your opinion on it. Are you excited? And also guys, before we fully get into it, I know it's taking a while, but thank you all. I just have to thank you for 23,000 subscribers. Absolutely mind-blowing. We were on 20k just 2 weeks ago, and obviously we're on the road to 25k before the release of Mauer, but that's coming up way closer than I expected. But still, thank you for 23k. That is a huge milestone. And also be sure to drop a like on the video as always. Now, Mule Kick is personally one of my favorite perks that will be even more favorited by me because we have no perk limit. So now you will be able to carry this bad boy and have 3 weapons with it. So the first thing I want to talk about is the look of it. It does look kind of different from what we've seen in the past. It's very concentrated on the kind of Western / Mexican aesthetic. Now, I say Mexican because in the past that's what it had. It had this look to it that they changed to make it look more like a Western kind of theme, which is really cool and kind of reminds me a lot of Buried, which is interesting because there are leaks and rumors that we are going to be getting Buried remastered with future DLCs, and I think that would have been a better place to introduce Mule Kick since its kind of setting looks a lot like it. But still, I'm not complaining. Now, you can see a bit of the perk machine in the past, which looks way different than we've seen, and I love that they are kind of revamping these perk machines, and in my opinion, they just look so much more better. Now, obviously, the announcement of this is for 4th of July, which is similar to the way they announced Tombstone with New Year's Eve. So that's why you can see the American flag in this picture, which could also be hinting at it that it's more Western this time than Mexican like it was in the past. But aside from the look, now let's get into the possible 5 upgrades, and I think I'll go over a bit more. Now again, I just need to mention this, these aren't official. This is just my opinion and what I feel like they should have. Now before I actually get into the upgrades, the most important thing I want them to have with Mule Kick is let us know which weapon is Mule Kick. Now they introduced this in Infinite Warfare for the first time, and it's probably one of the best things that they did. Basically, you can see what your 3rd weapon is, so if you go down, you know what you're gonna be missing out on. And I'm pretty sure they also had this in Black Ops 4, so huge props to Treyarch for introducing this. And I guess that's the first upgrade that I want, and maybe even the base of this perk is to carry 3 weapons, obviously, because that's what Mule Kick is. It's even in the icon. There's 3 weapons, 3 pistols. Let us carry 3 weapons. Now the second upgrade that I think we could have is increased ammo by a certain percentage. Now again, this doesn't mean that it's going to be on the 1st upgrade, the last upgrade, or the 4th or 3rd upgrade. This is just something that I'd like to see, because some of the weapons like the ARs, like the FFAR, you can change the attachments up, but it still would be pretty cool to have an increased ammo, maybe in your stock or just in general on yourself. Just something to do with more ammunition definitely would be more helpful and would be very, very cool. Another thing is potentially let zombies drop ammo. Now I made a video recently about double tap and that I'd like to see this on the double tap perk, and a lot of people also pointed out that you can already do this in a normal zombie mode, which I've never seen myself in a normal round based map where zombies end up dropping ammunition. The only thing I've seen is salvage and lethals and tacticals, but then in Outbreak, for example, they can drop it. Now I know in Firebase Z all the elites do end up dropping ammunition, including D Machina, so that's a bit different, but still I think it would be pretty cool if maybe some zombies could start dropping different types of ammunition that could just give you some more ammo. Now another cool thing that I'd like to see is them implement Vulture Rate into it, which is some of the perks that I keep going back on when in the past I also made a video on Mule Kick, because Vulture Rate is a pretty cool perk that could work well in some kind of way with Mule Kick. Basically what this upgrade could do is let you see certain perks through walls or even ammunition boxes or even wall buys when you're at a certain range. Now I know that you can learn off these locations of ammo boxes and things like that, but I think it would just be nicer, for example, if you're on different maps like Mauer, which is totally new to us, it would just be a nice thing for you to be able to see, and it's just one of the upgrades that I think they could implement but also just not do. Another thing that could be cool cool is either increase the amount of tacticals and lethals we are able to carry, or also increase the amount of score streaks we are able to carry. Now I know that this would be very OP, but obviously you wouldn't carry the exact same score streak, and thinking about it now, this would be very broken. But Mule Kick seems like a very difficult perk to kind of come up with things that could work well with it, but since Mule Kick always worked with carry more weapons, I think carry more ammo or carry more of this certain thing could work well with it. And who knows, maybe they might do like a carry 4 weapons now, which seems very unlikely, but who knows what Treyarch are gonna do. Hell, they might combine a random perk that we never expected to work with Mule Kick, but that's what they did with Tombstone in a way, I guess, and it just kind of worked. And those are kind of my personal upgrades that I'd like to see. I did kind of go back to my older video and rewatch that and see what I said back then and change some things up. The main thing that I want with it is carry more weapons, potentially carry more ammo, more tacticals and lethals seems like a pretty good one. Combine a totally different perk that we haven't seen in a while, or maybe create new upgrades. Who knows, Treyarch? I have full hope in it, and I'm super hyped for Mauer der Toten, super hyped for what other content we're going to be seeing, and that's what I'll be doing basically for the next few weeks since content's a bit we'll be just looking at the intel and announcements that they do and cover them in a really quick and short video. Thank you all so much for watching, hoping you guys enjoyed in some kind of way, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.